Welcome to the launch of the Rise Creating Your Voice podcast trailer. The date is August 2nd, 2020. I am Judah Bernard, your host and wisdom dialoguer, with new intersections of humankind and overcoming the adversities in this ever-changing society and growing world. The mission of the Rise Creating Your Voice podcast is to increase communication and strengthen communities to achieve positive social support involving all people and families, which increases responsibility and accountability for high-order decisions, while being aligned in an ever-changing society and world. You will notice in some of the podcasts, I will say, homework. That is the opportunity for you to grab your pen and paper or phone and start writing or typing. This podcast will be used in multiple platforms of engagement to include communication, educational, interactive, and motivational platforms. Sounds like a great recipe for success, right? Shh. Well, the Rise must just include some live streaming of healthy eating, streaming while cooking in there too. So stay tuned. Turn on all those notifications now, like Podbean, which is The Rise Creating Your Voice, Facebook at Judah Bernard, Twitter at Creating Rise, Instagram, The Rise Creating Your Voice, and also YouTube at Judah Bernard. I will wait for those who didn't listen the first time. Here it is, a second round. Podbean, The Rise Creating Your Voice, Facebook, Judah Bernard, Twitter, Creating Rise, Instagram, The Rise Creating Your Voice, YouTube, Judah Bernard. So now that's all checked, subscribe, and notifications are pressed, right? The Rise Creating Your Voice platforms will be forms of communication, which will be verbal and nonverbal, along with the motivational, interactive, and educational platform, which will be live in live stream format on Podbean. There's a bonus. There will be some on-the-spot interviews that you will love, so stay tuned. The very absolute best way to get the interactive when we go Facebook Live with Judah, which will be Judah Move. This is where we'll be moving together, and whatever that move might be for the day, we will have special guests with that as well. For more info, you can text The Rise to 844-452-4110. Again, I repeat, The Rise, all one word, in all caps to 844-452-4110. So you see that all the various platforms will be The Rise, Creating Your Voice. Now it's time for a commercial break. Do you feel like you have what it takes to be a riser? Support the Rise cause and become the Dream Rise 50 supporter. We have a page dedicated to the first 50 risers who support the Rise. Act now, those 50 spots are filling up fast. The Dream Riser supporters will get a whole page on the Rise website dedicated to the Dream Risers 50 supporters. You as a supporter and riser will be able to place your logo or name as a donor on this page in tab called the Dream Risers 50 supporter. Other perks include, but not limited to, free promo paraphernalia, free entry to celebratory events, an invitation to an exclusive online group, a live podcast interview to promote your agency, business, or nonprofit, or a personal testimony if you like, and more perks to come as we grow. How does this sound? So what are you waiting for? The Dream Riser slots are filling fast. Go to www.therise.live and click on the Support The Rise, and a drop-down menu will see and feel great and become a Dream Rise supporter today. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Thank you. That was great information. Become a Dream Riser 50 supporter. The cause is to assist in providing social supports for families and communities in the best possible way ever. I'm sure we have questions. Some of the frequently asked questions are, like number one, what are we going to be listening to? And what are we going to be watching? Well, let's dig a little deeper. We only got one chance at life. Make the best of it. So we must start with ourselves. Season 1, Episode 1 is an educational listening session that consists of defining you and practicing self-discipline. Well, Judah, what does that mean in short? Define you means to transcribe a definitive statement around who you are. It's like your 5-minute elevator speech. Homework. Start today and be proactive so we can already have that ready for the lesson. Who are you? What are you? When did you become you? How and why? Get it? And now practice self-discipline. How many of us may have had financial hardships or made a wrong choice in life? Now it's time to practice self-discipline. In self-discipline, we can decrease our risk. Sounds fun, right? Homework. Practice until the next podcast, which is Sunday, August 16th, 2020, where you and I will dive deeper. Oh, by the way, the podcast will be every first and third Sundays, and you can pull them from the website, which is www.therise.live, and the YouTube channel, Judah Bernard. OMG, I have a lot of choices, right? What you can expect throughout these podcast episodes and interactive live is definite motivation, safety checks, how are you, wellness checks, interactive live videos, and educational videos where I will be on the whiteboard and giving instructions. You really don't want to miss an episode or a live interaction, so I strongly suggest you re-listen to this and text The Rise to 844-452-4110. This is how all information will be disseminated. Bonus, season 1 will be 10 episodes and also a lot of interactive. And what did Judah say how to get all the information? Yeah, you're right. Text The Rise to 844-452-4110. Tell a friend, tell a spouse, tell a foe. Oh, what the heck? Tell everyone. I'll see you on Sunday, August 16, 2020, where we'll be talking about defining you and practicing self-discipline. And don't forget to re-listen, rewind, and call a friend so you don't forget to do your homework. Don't forget to leave feedback as well on the feedback form. And definitely go to the Ask Judah tab as well. The best is to choose an accountability partner as well. I'll listen to you later. Let the pen and paper meet and let your fingers hit the keyboard. Tell you and I, listen or watch. I will return, but I might have interaction, live video in between. That's why I said, put on those notifications. I'll see you later.